Hi, this is Dr. Thomas with the Bible study on tonight, Wednesday. Yeah, we're just going to get right started with the Bible study. Come from chapter 23 of Genesis. And if you know anybody who needs to be on tonight, go ahead, share, like, and tag. And not just bringing people on, but also subscribe if you have not, and follow me. Genesis 23, we're in the part where Sarah dies. It's Abraham's wife, Sarah, she dies. Not a chapter that, you readily want to just go over, but because of we're going through Genesis, I don't want to leave anything out. So chapter 23 says Sarah lived to be 127 years old. Ooh, that's a long life. She died at Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. So she died in Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And Abraham went to mourn for Sarah and to weep over her. Of course, that was his wife. And she, had the son Isaac when she laughed when God said this time next year Sarah will have a child. And God says, is there anything too hard? He says, is there anything too hard for God? And so, but here's Sarah, 127 years old. Hebron is where she died. Then Abraham rose from his bedside. His dead wife, and spoke to the Hittites. Foreign people. He said, I am an alien and a stranger among you. Sell me some property for a burial site here so I can bury my dead. Hittites replied to Abraham, Sir, listen to us. You are a mighty prince among us. All right, so let me just stop there. I mean, there's not a whole bunch I can pull out of this chapter. Like I said, it's not a Bible study you want to teach on. Chapter 23, it's a sad story that she died, but look at that part right there. Abraham rose from his bedside. And then in verse 5, the Hittites replied to Abraham, Sir, listen to us. You are a mighty prince among us. How are we amongst the people who are unbelievers? How are you at your job? Okay, in your neighborhood. They should see something about us, people on our job, in our neighborhood, that's different. We should not be like them. They should see something totally different, just like these Hittites saw something different with Abraham. But I'm afraid that so many of us have patterned the world that they don't know the difference. You know what? We could be a witness in our neighborhood. We could be a witness on the job. We could be a witness to our family. Obviously, Abraham was a witness to them. They say, you are a mighty prince among us. What? And because they saw him a certain way, they respected him. They saw him a certain way, so they gave Abraham respect. Usually respect comes from when you are different. You're setting the bar. People watching us. We never know when we may need people. And it may not be church folks. It may be somebody who don't know Jesus Christ. But they're watching you. They said they saw Abraham as a mighty prince, so they gave him favor. They say, and this is all God working through all of this. Watch this. They said, bury your dead in the choicest of your tombs. Wherever you want to bury her, listen, you pick the best, the choicest. None of us will refuse you his tomb for burying your dead. I mean, and I was looking at this chapter 23. I'm like, Lord, what am I going to really tell the people? Because it's a chapter that's just really talking about the death of Sarah. But God began to show me that no, because of how Abraham was and how he lived, there was a respect that people had for him. And because of that, there was favor given unto him. Wow. Then Abraham, this is verse 7. Then Abraham rose and bowed down before the people of the land, the Hittites. He said to them, if you are willing to let me bury my dead, then listen to me and intercede with Ephron, son of Zohar, on my behalf. He's basically saying, if you're willing to let me do this, you got to intercede with Ephron, son of Zohar, on my behalf. So he will sell me the cave of Machpelah, which belongs to him and is at the end of his field. Just a little bargaining going on here. Ask him to sell it to me for the full price as a burial site among you. Now look at Abraham. He didn't take advantage because the people respected him. See, so many times, if this was us, right, some of us, we would have just took advantage of it. But Abraham did not take advantage of it. He says, I want to pay the full price. Ask him to sell it to me for the full price as a burial site among you. When God starts giving us favor with people, a lot of times we just want to go overboard with it and just take advantage. He didn't do that. Verse 10, Ephron, the Hittite, was sitting among his people, and he replied to Abraham in the hearing of all the Hittites who had come to the gate of the city. No, my lord, he said, listen to me. I give you the field, and I give you the cave that is in it. I give it to you in the presence of my people. Bury your dead. Again, Abraham bowed down before the people of the land, and he said to Ephron in their hearing, listen to me. If you will, I will pay the price of the field, accept it from me, so I can bury my dead there. Look at that. He did not take advantage. And so many times, that's what some of us, we would do the opposite. Ephron answered Abraham, listen to me, my lord, the land is worth 400 shekels of silver. But what is that between me and you? Bury your dead. Abraham agreed to Ephron's terms and weighed out for him the price he had named in the hearing of the Hittites, 400 shekels of silver, according to the weight current among the merchants. So Ephron's field in Machpelah near Mamre, both the field and the cave in it, and all the trees within the borders of the field was deeded to Abraham as his property in the presence of all the Hittites who had come to the gate of the city. Afterward, Abraham buried his wife Sarah in the cave of the field of Machpelah in the land of Canaan. So the field and the cave in it were deeded to Abraham by the Hittites as a burial site. So Abraham did not take advantage of Ephron, the Hittite. He still wanted to pay, even though he could have took advantage and ran with this whole thing, but he did not. He did the right thing and bought the burial site for his wife Sarah. they went ahead and took care of what all she needed. At those times, those days, they didn't have undertakers, they didn't have funeral homes. So family and friends would prepare the body, and they would do all the things that a funeral home normally does. Nonetheless, I'm so proud of Abraham, and look at the integrity. It just makes me want to do the right thing as well. I want to live a life where people respect me. You should as well. And when people respect you, they'll go, man, they'll do what they can for you when people respect you. And these were not people of God. It was foreign people. Oh, my goodness, all throughout the Bible, God uses people who are foreign. I mean, Ruth and all these people that I can name off, but look at how God moved on Abraham's behalf. 127 years old, Sarah lived. Wow. What a blessed story. Not much I can pull out from this particular chapter, but what I did pull out, isn't that amazing? What God will do for you. And it's not always family. It's not always the church family. God will use strangers. And watch this. The strangers are watching us. People are watching us. They're watching your neighborhood. They're watching you on the job. They're watching you at those family picnics. They are. And you should be different, not better. Different, not better. Different, not better. Wow. That is powerful. Ephron the Hittite blessed the man, and Abraham still did not take advantage of him. Ooh, Lord have mercy. No wonder Abraham was so blessed. No wonder God trusted him. Can we do the same thing? Can we? And I don't know where you're viewing from, but share, like, and tag, and subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel, if you can. Wow, that's so powerful. Lord, how can I be used? Lord, let me be an example. Let me do right. Let me live right. It's hard for God to have people to bless you when you are not living right. But when you live right, God will put on people's heart. Because right is right, wrong is wrong. But man, they honored Abraham. Foreigners. Sometimes strangers will honor you. They're watching you. People in your city, I don't know what city you're in, but I'm in Topeka. People are watching us as believers. When we go downtown to the Evergy, we have an Evergy little place where they have movies and dancing and music. Sometimes I go down there. Now, am I living right? See, I don't take off my cape when I go down there. I keep it on because that's what I represent, the Most High. And if I continue to do that, God will give me favor through someone. God works through people. Sorry about that, it's a little windy. Yeah, God works through people. Give and it shall be given unto you, good measure pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give unto your bosom. It all comes from God, but God will put it on people's heart. Live right. Live right. Do right. Be right. And the right things will come. Also, what I like about him, he was proactive. He took charge to make sure his wife was taken care of. A good man. Wasn't dependent on nobody. Yeah, he took care of business. Wasn't dependent on nobody. God bless y'all.